Hey guys, welcome back to Mabella Football. Welcome back to my channel here. And today we're back. We're going to do a review of games that were played in the weekend. We're going to look at Chelsea versus Tottenham Hotspurs. We're going to discuss about the controversial game that happened today. We're going to look at Antony Tylor. We'll look at his controversial decisions that he made against Chelsea today. It is very sad that Antony Tylor has consistently made mistakes against Chelsea. He seems to be very biased against Chelsea. He doesn't like Chelsea. Look at him. We discuss about how he's been consistently denying Chelsea decision that that's supposed to go to their way. So we talk about Antony Tylor. We talk about Manchester United who played yesterday. We also talk about Arsenal. I'll be having some guys coming here to discuss about these games. So welcome guys, if you're the first one if you come here and you've never been here for some time, thank you so much for coming. If you've not subscribed, please take it as in your pleasure to make sure that you've subscribed to this channel. You can also share this content if you like it. Thank you so much. Welcome to the show today. Yes, guys. Kuna mtu inabidi atoke kwanza.
Good evening,
There's
Sam.
some echoes.
Good evening, Sam.
Good evening.
How are you doing, brother? How was the game? I've seen you're still wearing the shirt, eh?
I'm still proud of it.
Okay.
I don't know who.
Should it be mine?
I don't know. Maybe you try.
Okay. Let me leave and come back.
Yeah.
Masani ya kuingia sasa.
Tom, yoni mzee, ulipigwa jana ukapotea bana. At least I have courage to be here.
Yeki toa miwani. Bacha amefura. Bacha amefura.
Yaani unapigwa alafu unapotea bana. You should have been here utetee timu yako bana. Useme what happened, what went wrong.
That was hard to take. I pity United fans. I feel bad for United fans.
That was hard, man.
Leo
tena ameamua kutuibia mazee.
Huyu kutoka kitambo hawapendi.
Mazee hatupendi bana. All time kunakuwa na controversial decisions, man.
Nimeona Twitter kumekuwa na petition ya asiwahi ref game ya Chelsea.
Yeah, nimeona hata nisha sign tayari. Nisha sign mimi. Nimeona alikuwa afika 2000. Yeah?
He's from Manchester.
Yeah.
So hatujui ni set gani ya Manchester na support, but yeye ni wa Manchester.
Lakini huyo msee anapenda Arsenal. Because I remember although anachukia Chelsea, every time we play against any team, either Manchester, either Chelsea ama Arsenal, yeye anatupatia either red card because I remember so many decisions zenye amefanya against us. Cyrus.
Yes, Sami.
Welcome, man.
Karibu. Nawasikiza.
Wewe jamaa unamsemaje bana Antony Tylor? Why do you think that guy anatuchukia hivyo?
Sijajua lakini it's high time Igrado kona review huo jamaa. Hata mimi nitasaini hiyo petition. Hiyo zaidi kurefaria wa games.
Ukitoka kama hiyo
I will sign. Juu kama game ya leo, sikiria tulikuwa tumewin hiyo game. Tumedominate from the first minute to the last minute. Then unaona tuna draw. That's not fair to say.
So, but again, we did not take our chances. But we did not take so many chances that we created. Naona Kai Havertz could take his chances well. But again, we were supposed to win. Hiyo game tulikuwa tunafaa kuwin.
hii ni game yenye tumedominate Sami from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
Alafu tumekuwa na ile spirit, the fighting spirit. So leo nimeona timu yenye is ready to fight for its position, na if we continue the same spirit naona tutaenda back.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, kwa sababu umeangalia from the first minute to from the first minute mpaka at around 60 minutes when Conte decided to change the formation, tulikuwa tumewalemea sana.
Yeah, sure. Tulikuwa tumewakalia na I like the spirit venye timu imekuwa leo. It's a matter to continue the same spirit, although niko na hofu kidogo Kante. Huyu jamaa sijui injury yake kama is a minor injury ama ni a serious injury, sijajua.
But hiyo mazee alipata knock kidogo. I think it's a precautionary. Si alitembea mwenyewe.
Naam?
Alitembea mwenyewe.
Yeah, let's hope for the best.
Yeah, Kante was very sharp today. Again today he was very sharp. But couple of mistakes kama kawaida. Kurelease ball inakuwa shida kwake sometimes. But he was very sharp today. Alikuwa anajaribu ku make progressive runs kwenda mbele, ku sniff, kufanya interceptions. So he was good today. Even Jorginho was good. It was not until he made a mistake. Alikuwa anajaribu kupiga chance pale kwa box mazee.
Na hiyo kitu you know Jorginho is overconfident sometime unaumia. Not always be overconfident. Sometime please zingine try to clear the ball. Na clear the ball. In that situation kuna walikuwa under pressure na kila mtu anaweza make mistake. Na hiyo bao ya kwanza ni yeye, that's his mistake to start with.
Yeah. Because now if you just say that tulikuwa tunategemea, of course foul ilikuwa ishafanyika Kai Havertz pale and the ball ilikuwa play imeendelea, but still hapo ni place and you make decision. If you're supposed to clear the ball, do it. You don't have to hang around there with the ball and you know that these guys are hungry for goals. They had already changed kwa momentum yao ilikuwa ishapanda when they changed the formation, because walikuwa wanacheza na 5 of the back na wao pia walikuwa wanacheza na wing backs. But Conte amekuja second half at around 60 minutes akaamua kuchange shape. Unaona, akaenda na 4 at the back. So ilikuwa so these guys started coming to our box. Na first half walikuwa hata wafiki kwa box yetu kabisa.
Hako wanafika. I think pia our coach hakufurahishwa na hiyo neno. Sio na jamaa akoendelea na hiyo game. Immediately he made the mistake, alifanywa saba. So I think ni kitu nani amekuwa tu ameobserve akaona hiyo goal. Although there was a fall, we had a chance to mitigate the risk. Lakini we didn't take that chance. So hapo tukaumia bao ya kwanza.
Yeah. Tukaumia bao ya kwanza, bao ya pili pia. Bao ya pili I remember there were a series of ingia tena Sydney. There were a series of fouls zilikuwa zimefanyika kwa timu yetu but Antony Tylor alikuwa anasema play on, unaona. Then challenge tu kidogo hapo imefanyika, yeye anaamua kuwapatia foul mazee. And then from that point going forward ndio kumekuwa na so many chances zimecreatiwa corner nini, and then tuka concede.
Yeah, sure, lakini hiyo bao ya pili it should not start.
Yeah, it shouldn't start.
It shouldn't start because kama umesikiza press ya our coach Tuche venye amesema from home tukaanza ona players wakivurutwa nyoro kwa uwanja. So if you watch various review from various angles zenye zina circulate kwa media, that is a clear fall. Na hapo ilikuwa inasaidi kuwe goal kick from the start. So hiyo bao ya pili should not start. Na hapo I question the professionalism ya some referees because when I make mistake one time wana make mistake again and again. Hatujasikia ini wamechukuliwa hatua yoyote. Yeah. So there should be very very strong petition yenye hata mimi nitasign hiyo kitu.
I've already signed it, and I'm waiting ifike watu milioni moja so that this guy can be kicked out of our games. We don't want to see him again. Hata Mike Dean pia alikuwa kwa hiyo nini?
Yeah, that's saga.
So Sydney, you have something to say?
Yes.
Yeah.
What if the result was on favor for you? Would you be saying the same, that you need to sign a petition? Just a
You see,
simple question.
it is not the first time. It is not the first time that this manager has ruled so many cases against us. Remember against Manchester United, ile story ya Maguire alimkanyaga nani Azpilicueta. Yes, you remember Kovacic against Arsenal. I think it was a Carabao Cup final. Was it an FA Cup final? He gave him a red card, which he wasn't supposed to give him. Then there was a game against Liverpool, Reece James. Of course, that one was supposed to be a red card, but he was very quick to make a decision. Hata hakwenda kwa VAR kuangalia kama itu. See, this is a guy who was anakuwa ametuonea bana, anakuwa predetermine vile atatufanyia. But hata ukiangalia kwa hiyo game ilikuwa 50-50 chances mazee anapatia in favor of Tottenham. So it wasn't a game that we really wanted. And we knew, even the players know, even the coach has said that the players know this referee always make decisions against us. So we are not happy about that. Yes, what do you have to say? What do you have to say, Kenan?
I think from a neutral point of view, like from a football fan point of view, clearly Chelsea millionaire. Those two goals Spurs hawangefunga juu zilikuwa fouls. Ya kwanza hakugusa ball na ilikuwa kutoka nyuma. So ingekuwa foul na apewe yellow card. Juu amestop attack. Ya pili ingekuwa foul ikwe red card na Chelsea wapate nini? Free kick. Juu why you pull there's a game United versus Arsenal. I think Fellaini alipull nywele ya Genduzi. Akapewa kadi. So ni hiyo ilikuwa foul. Hiyo ni kupull nywele nikaa kupull shati. So I don't understand what happened. Na walisema this season wachakuwa napeana recordings za ref na VAR. So hiyo ndio nangoja nisikie chenye waliongea wakamake hizo decisions. Clearly those were fouls, like from a football fan point of view. Then
my big question is why we have VAR na hatuwezi rekebisha such mistake? Why should I have VAR in the Premier League if such mistake go unpunished?
Now that's what fans are asking. You see, the problem ni fans tunakuanga hatuna unity kwa such calls. You see, it doesn't matter the team you support. Kama wewe ni real football fan, unafaa ucall out hiyo decision juu next time itakuwa timu yako. Unaona? Hiyo season ya kwanza ya VAR United we were getting away with so many decisions. Tulipata penalty 20. I was celebrating until ikaanza kubite back. So ndio una realize like unapata mbele na nyuma. So the fans when you wana celebrate leo venye Chelsea wamelewa next game week huyu Antony Tylor anaweza kuwa ref wa game ya kwanza, anaweza kuwa ref wa game ya Man U na Liverpool. Alafu decision iende otherwise. Juu pia you never know. Alafu I think us like fans we need to come together to condemn such decisions, such calls. Hiyo ni ignorance. Hakuna consistency hapo kwa hizo nini. So I think today majorly other than Chelsea missing chances, I think ref ndio amewa cost game.
Sydney, are you there? Okay, Sasa, because now, of course, we played well. Chelsea, Cyrus, at least
Yes.
tumeona some improvement. Tumeona some improvement from the game that we watched, the first game of the season. Kulikuwa players walikuwa wanaonekana wako sharp kidogo. Uliangalia leo midfield, Jorginho, mtu kama Kante, defense at least uliona wakicheza vizuri. Tell me about Loftus-Cheek on that role. Do you think he nailed it today?
I think amecheza vizuri na kila mtu, to start with, naweza sema the new signing wana settle in vizuri, na tumeona kuna ile coordination from defense to midfield, so the team today has been above average na siwezi blame mtu yote. Of course hakukosi some mistake, but tukiimprove on those mistakes tunaelewa hii game, this is a derby yenye ilikuwa na a lot of pressure from both teams yenye, na ukimake mistake kama venye Jorginho na make unakuwa punished. So I really appreciate the job yenye nani amefanya, yenye Tuchel amefanya within those few days yenye from the first game to hii yenye tumewatch.
Okay, Sydney.
Okay.
I see you back. Eh?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
Take me through
I'm sorry, I've been having some issues with my internet and whatever, but now I think I'm back well. You can hear me well.
Okay, continue. You were saying that if we had a different result from what we had today, maybe we could not have been complaining about the referee. Do you think that is the case?
Okay, firstly, from my point of view, I saw some unfairness from the referee. Okay, but to some point of view, I saw Chelsea wasting a lot of chances.
Yeah, they did.
Then, for a positive point of view is that I can see a good transition from Chelsea. You see, from the back four to the midfield and to the striking. There is a very nice transition there. Even if you see a defender having a ball, you'll be sure there will be attempts to reach the other side, the other half. Not like another team that played yesterday. I can't say the name. And so, the issue of Antony Tylor, I think it's just I've always been seeing these referees. He's a fan to one of the teams.
I think he's an Arsenal fan. I think he's an Arsenal fan.
Yeah,
he favors Arsenal.
I can use the example of Mike Dean with how when you saw Kane scoring a goal, he always celebrates. However, the issue then he was always a fan of Nottingham Forest. So you see, there's that passion, there's that internal feeling from the referee, and this for Antony Tylor is too much. He can't control it. What I'm saying, but kudos Chelsea, you are doing good.
Okay, Kenan.
Sami.
Yes.
Nani amesema ni fan wa Arsenal huyo Antony Tylor, and let me quote you venye amesema he cannot control it, then why should he referee if he maintain professionalism?
Okay, whatever we've seen, this is the English Premier League, and whatever the British people, I can use the Swahili word that they are kichwa ngumu or they are so ignoring. Yeah, take a look from what's affecting right now the Manchester United also. There is the issue of the British, the deep state. I can use such example. To some extent, yes. You see, there was an extension using the appropriate example. There's an extension where a point that you could see Maguire starting from an injury, but there's been Bailey right there. You see, why did Maguire come directly and become a captain? Story for another day, Sam. But I was just using that example to bring it out. So, for the issue of referee, England have always been reluctant to such penalizing such referees. You've seen and there is no good thing about it. So I don't see England are just the board is just something else. You can see they're not respecting the VAR. They're not listening. The referee are just independent, exposing their feelings, exposing the how they are not sportsmanship. Yeah, very boring. But it just got that English Premier League is above levels. I was thinking on a point of view that it was like the German league. You could see no one watching it again. Yeah.
So you think we have biased referees who favors other teams, and we should not worry about that?
Yeah, and there is always.
I think they are professional. They should behave professionally and ref the game as supposed to be.
Yeah.
Why do they behave like they support other teams and they make decisions that go wrong to other teams? That's very wrong.
Also,
I think.
Quoting from the last, I think it was the Euros or the World Cup that there were no English referee selected. Was it the World Cup, or the Euros?
Euros and the World Cup. And the World Cup.
There was no, yeah. You see, so internationals can see the weakness from the referees, and it's a true fact.
Now let's talk about the result. Of course, now if you talk about the referees, we'll not talk about football. Let's talk about the results. Take me through the first goal, Kenan. I saw you say it was a fantastic goal. Niambie kuhusu the connection, Koulibaly na Cucurella. What did you see?
We should give credit to set piece coaches.
Yeah.
Your stuff ilikuwa straight from training ground.
Yeah.
So nani alikuwa like uliona tu ball ilikuwa delivered hadi kwa mguu yake Cucurella.
Yeah.
Alideliver hadi kwa mguu ya Kalidu. So Kalidu lost mtu mwenye alikuwa na mark juu aliexpect ataenda kuwin header.
Yeah.
Alafu left sided player ndio alitake that corner. So it came at outswinger, not an inswinger. Ili curve nje ya goal, like haikuingia kwa area 6 kwenye players wengi walikuwa na expect nini ingia hapo, so wakakava front, wakasahau mtu huko nyuma. So ikamfikia aka connect to direct na it was a good goal. No keeper in the world will save that.
Okay.
So that was direct from the thing.
So from what you saw, unaona kama Cucurella anaweza chukua nafasi ya nani ya Ben Chilwell? Because I think alikuwa poa sana.
Ashachukua. You see what Tuchel did today?
Yeah.
Alicheza akili ya Conte.
Yeah.
Unaona, normally mnatumia same systems, yeah?
Yes.
Went to the same system but with different players.
Yeah.
Players who can play in multiple positions. So if you realized first half, you are man v man. Kila mtu alikuwa na man wake, but every time Chelsea had an extra man. So ulikuwa jiuliza extra man anatoka wapi? You see what happened ni, if you realize Reece James alikuwa anacheza inverted fullback. Most of the time ungemwona katikati ya uwanja na Loftus-Cheek alikuwa hiyo side yake. Yeye ndiye alikuwa na overlap hapo.
As a right center back.
Nani
Loftus-Cheek alikuwa hiyo right wing back.
So what happened ni walipeana enough distance between the defenders. Lidu was so like mlifungua uwanja. Then James alikuwa anaingia midfield.
Yeah, alikuwa anaingia midfield.
Ange draw two men.
Yeah.
Right defender wa Spurs angekuja kunini na huyu winger like Son angemfuata. So huko Emerson Royal had an overload of Chelsea players 2v1. So most of the attacks mlikuwa mnacheza huko juu. Like most of the game. So until Conte realized that an attacking system, that's extra player mwenye mlikuwa mnajipata position like mko na advantage ya one extra player ikuwe nullified. So until then walikuwa wanatii mli set up very well on paper which looked like a 3-4-3 but mlikuwa mnacheza 4-2-2-2 going for offensively. Karibu na Silva alikuwa na baki kwa nyuma wawili, katikati mlikuwa na 3 players, mbele mlikuwa na 5. So hapo ndio mliwalemea na mcheze expansive football. Hapo na cover flanks zao juu walikuwa wanacheza naro. Like it was easier for you. Them. First half, I don't, other than ile chance ya nani? Chance ya Senyo.
Hiyo ilikuwa
Mendy alikuwa. Hakuna any other clear cut chance they had. Do you guys off possession? Amko allow space ya kubuild attack, so they did nothing in the first half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cyrus, tell me about Sterling. Umeona leo? I think he's the only player who I didn't see do much today. I did not see him doing much. But again, every time akijaribu ku take on players, alikuwa na make wrong decisions. How do you think about Sterling? Today umemwonaje? But of course, tunapatia credit because he gave the assist for the second goal.
Yeah, amepeana assist but pia ameruhusu kuna two clear chances zenye amepoteza. Na venye umesema leo hajakuwa kwa game sana. Na I think ndio maana hajamaliza 90 minutes.
But amecheza mpaka dakika 80, so at least amecheza good 80 minutes amezicheza.
Yeah, amecheza 80 minutes but compare na game kwanza the first game alikuwa threat kabisa. Lakini game ni kama ameshikwa, sijui kama ameshikwa sana ama I don't know what might be the problem, but hajaonekana vile kwa game.
So Kai Havertz, do you think that he flourished there in the hiyo role yake ya false nine? Because today he was a bit mobile. Ulikuwa unamwona kwa wing, unamwona kwa katikati.
Kitu moja huona ni fresh na Kai Havertz akicheza kama false nine. Si mtu atipo, he is flexible. Utamuona kwa katikati, utamuona kwa wing. So inakuwa very hard to mark him. Na ndio maana unaona most of the time anakuwa threat kwa the opponent. So I think ni the role, si ati ni the namba yake ile natural to play. Lakini yeye hiyo false nine inamuingia vizuri.
Okay. So Sydney.
Yes.
So from what you saw from Chelsea, of course, they got a draw. Again, it's a very tough opponent. Do you think they are now ready to compete with the likes of Liverpool and Manchester City? Because we saw they were really playing very well today. The first half walikuwa sharp, walikuwa wanaona vizuri. In fact, I give credit to Jorginho. Mimi naweza sema the movement of the ball hapo katikati Jorginho alijaribu sana. It was not until alifanya hiyo mistake, I think alikuwa kwa game poa sana.
Mi siwezi sema Jorginho alifanya mistake sana. To some extent you can see ni ile sitasema uchovu pia, but there is unexpectedly and then you are under pressure, unnecessary pressure. You see? So it's just a man error. So say comparing commenting on Chelsea, I've seen there is a good marriage among players. You've seen like every player is playing for the team, not playing for self. You see, that's the difference with the other team. Okay, and you've seen the new signings. They are playing as if they were there last season. So there is that good transition. For Sterling, we shall still give him some 2 or 1 to 2 games, and you'll see him shine again. You know, there's difference between the Guardiola's ball and now Tuchel's ball to some extent. So you will see him adapt the game, and he will improve. To say Chelsea compete with Manchester City and And Liverpool, yes, I
Yeah.
give it a credit. I give it a very good credit. There is this Arsenal, to some extent, they're unpredictable. They're unpredictable. They may start the season
Arsenal.
the good way. Arsenal, yeah.
Mm.
I'm just commenting the teams that are to compete: Man City and Liverpool. I've accepted Chelsea, and to some extent, I'm accepting Tottenham because of the signings, and you've seen how they are playing. They're really, there is the teamwork right there. I've accepted Chelsea and Tottenham. I'm just commenting on this. Arsenal compared to Manchester United, Arsenal is improved, but they are not predictable.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my argument.
So do you have what have to say about the coach? Of course, today tuliona the conduct zao pale kwa touchline. Is it about the derby ama some people are saying rivalry between Klopp and Pep. This is now a new rivalry
that's the real one. That's the real one. You see, yao ni friendly. Players hugging each other. Hakuna hard tackle. Mafansa washauti watu wowote. So this is the real rivalry. Kama ya Wenger na Mourinho. Pep na nani Fergie na Benitez. I think it was a bit disrespectful for Conte to celebrate in front of Chelsea our staff. Yeah, so I think hapo ndio hizo siasa zilianzia. If you can remember back in 2018, United versus Chelsea.
Versus Chelsea. Yeah.
Back in the
Mourinho and Mauricio Sarri.
So I think that was a bit disrespectful from Conte. Then nani akajibu mipigo after Chelsea scored the second goal. Yeah, so I think like fans love that. Now that's a derby. I think fans enjoy that much. As much as what
Arsenal and Chelsea. I'll be waiting for it. I'll be waiting for Arsenal and Chelsea. We see how it will be.
We'll see what is going to happen. So, kwani nini happen after full time? Nani alikuwa anavuta mkono ya mwingine? Is it Sarri? Is it Conte ama ni Tuchel? Alikatalia
Conte alikuwa anataka kutap Tuchel kama ameenda. Then Tuchel akashikilia mkono yake. So hapo ndio unaangalia mtu kwa nini ukimsalimia.
Exactly.
So wote wakapewa red card.
What about red card? So how does that affect them now going to the next game? They won't be on
3 games. 3 ama 2.
They are about 3 games, but they got yellow cards.
Ilikuwa direct red card.
Walikuwa shapata yellow.
Ilikuwa walikuwa shapata yellow but hawakupata second yellow. So ilikuwa direct red card. So wata miss game 3.
Okay.
I have to comment on Mount. I don't think Mount is the same player. I don't think he's the same player from last season. Nilikuwa na mobserve keenly. I think coach anamplay juu ya movement yake na off possession ana offer a lot. Otherwise angekuwa anaanza game.
Kwanza off possession I think it's pressing.
It doesn't like create, it doesn't make those one time passes. So Havertz alikuwa na make runs, then Mount ana delay to pass ball. So I think hiyo kitu ina West player. So Mount anafaa land on decision making yake. Alafu pia akue fast ku release ball, as in create make hizo through passes mingi. So I think sijui, well, maybe ni too early to judge, but so far hajakuwa Mount wa last season mwenye ako after creating, assisting or scoring. He's not yet that sharp.
But when you look at our midfield, most of our players wako na hiyo shida ya kudelay making a pass, when someone makes a run, that is part of the reason as to why Lukaku failed at Chelsea. Because every time he could make a run, players on delaying a ball, they don't give him at the right time. I think that is why we've not been having success, especially in our strikers.
Juu kama engage striker, how do you expect goals to come? Now that's the problem. Juu mpate a high scoring game, mnaweza lose juu amjafunga, in as much as may create some chances. Napata mna like nyinyi sai kitu nawafaa ni you create a chance and score it. Because you're not creating enough. Like the midfielders are doing their work okay, but they are not creating enough for the attackers. I saw Ryan drop deep ndio make like a run na ball, a move na ball. Nani anaitwa Joe Havertz did the same. I think midfielders when they need to improve on that, like to release ball pia. Alafu in a way Jorginho, in as much as they set the tempo, kuna attacks zingine ana slow down. Unapata mko na ball, mtu ashafunguka, kuna space, but Jorginho hapas. Well, I don't know if ni instructions za coach as he hesitate attack, but me personally I'd love mtu akimake run, make that pass.
Sijui wanakuwa so precautionary sana to make passes, progressive passes. Sijui wanaogopa like if they lose the ball then tutakuwa directly attacked, kutakuwa na direct attacks. So Sydney.
Yes.
So what do you have to say about maybe Mount, Havertz na Sterling? Sterling umemwongelea. What about Mount and Havertz? The way you watch them today, maybe the way you've been watching them last season compared to what they were doing today. Do you think they've improved?
Okay, I've get your point. So, kulingana na Havertz na Mount, I'm saying Havertz yuko sawa. Yani ameipata ile Chelsea sasa, yani imemuingia vizuri. Si kama venye alikuwa the first season, sivyo. But you see, he was trying but he was not getting it. Then for Mount, I see kama ni growing ama ni nini. There is something inaisha kwake. Yani ukiona hiyo talent alikuwa nayo na saa hii expect akue. Yani anarudi to average player so far.
Anaanza kuregress.
Anaanza kuregress, yeah. So that's my comment on Mount. But for Havertz is doing good. Amecheza hiyo role yake amepewa leo vizuri sana. That's good. That's very nice. Yeah.
Let's talk about Spurs. Spurs, Ken amekuwa akidisappear kwa games but he always resurrects kwa game kubwa. He always scores in big games. So Leo, what do you have to say about Spurs, about Ken today?
Ken was
again, the first goal before we continue, the first goal I think pia Mendy alilala kidogo. I think Mendy alilala kidogo. Hata kama in as much as Richarlison alikuwa kumzuia, I think hiyo shot haikuwa kitu yenye angeweza kuzuia. I think he could have done more.
Jo alisonga tena akarudi.
Yeah.
Na alikuwa amefunga mbele ya line, so ilikuwa likely a save. But it's luck in that.
Let's talk about Ken.
Ken was non-existent for the first 60 minutes. Until Spurs made a change, ndio nilianza kuona Ken. Actually, he had 3 touches first half. Sikumuona, sikumsikia kabisa. Alikuwa non-existence kabisa. So, ongera kwa Tuchel juu yo Ken alishughulikiwa. He was well marked. Hata akidrop anapata kuna mtu. Akupata hiyo free space ya ku scan picha one where runners are, make a pass. Most of the game ilichezewa kwa half ya Spurs. So Spurs first half alikuwa anategemea counter. Now Ken is not a guy mwenye anaweza kimbia ama afanye nini. So I think it was non-existence for the first 60 minutes. Kama si bao angepata rating ya 4 today. He didn't do much. You see, he missed a 1v1. ile yenye alichapa kalala chini. Angepass, angescore hiyo bao, angescore goal. So leo hajacheza kama Ken mwenye tunajua, but he scored.
Yeah, of course, tuna give credit to Tuchel, alijaribu kunalify their combination na Son. So today we didn't see much of them.
Kwanza Son hadi akafanyiwa sub, kitu je happen.
Hakuwa poa leo.
Alikuwa nje.
Ukiangalia partnership ya Bentancur na Højbjerg, they made a lot of fouls. Wamemake fouls zingi sana kwa players wa Chelsea maze. Walikuwa wanapiga maviatu every time.
Pep loves such players.
Yeah.
Pep anapenda mtu ana make tactical foul.
Yeah.
Mtu una make a tactical foul and get away with it. Inaharibu rhythm ya timu nyingine, inaharibu attack ya timu nyingine. So ina make easy. Alafu ulipata hawa sasa wana complementiana. Like Højbjerg can sit back. Alafu Bentancur anaenda mbele ama the vice versa ama the opposite. So I think our ni good partnership. Wana work hivyo wakiwa wawili hivyo vizuri.
Yeah.
So I think you're perfect kabisa. Ndio maana hata Bisuma anzangi.
Sydney.
Yes.
Wewe unasemaje kuhusu Ken?
Ken aqua game. Ni hata hiyo bao sitasema ni opportunistic vile, but ni bahati yake tu. Like he was not there at the game. Yeye angefaa kuenda na Sun kabisa. Hata angefaa kutangulia Sun kwa sababu kabisa. Aqua. Yeah. Then what I can say about the partnership of Højbjerg and Bentancur is very nice. Those guys they have a nice they overlap each other. Like when one is in front, ule mwingine anarudi kucover. Yeah. So you will see, I predict that you'll see them being playing so much of the time, even if it's not 60 minutes to some 75 minutes then, or even full time. So I've seen that coach has realized that here hapo ndio amepata. Then you see the difference. I can say defense ya Chelsea ilikuwa mzuri mpaka imeficha Richarlison, yani nani hiyo na sana yeah. Maana hiyo transition ya Tote haikuwa complete mpaka mwisho. Ilikuwa na point unaona imekuwa interrupted. Na wanajaribu tena inakuwa interrupted then. So ukijua hiyo mbele imekufa, load na load kwa mid. Ndio maana ulikuwa unapata most of the game, most of the ball ilikuwa inachezewa half ya Tote.
Yeah, sure. So Tottenham, mnaonaje? Do you think they are going to compete for the top 4? Of course, now we know they have finished the top 4 last season. The way they are playing now, they got a point from Chelsea, a place that they've been suffering for a long time. The last time they got a result there, I mean, got 3 points from there was when Pochettino was there and Conte was our Chelsea manager. So today, at least they got a point and they qualified mpaka wakapata point.
So what I can say with Tottenham is that ni team utasema they will maintain their consistency. Ukiona last season vile walianza na Nuno. Unaona team haiko kabisa, haitamaliza hata top 4 hiyo kabisa. Surprise walimaliza. So we can say of the top 4 issue after let's say 5 to 7 games. After that, you'll see every team going to its bracket. Top 6 will come, top 6, middle table, middle table. Relegation issue will start taking its shape. You see, after week 5, you start seeing the Premier League taking its shape. That's what you can think of. Yeah.
Okay. So, anything that you would want to say about Arsenal? Kiran, you not tell me about,
Squad game Arsenal. But one thing I can say about Man City ni, you see the same thing I said about Haaland. Ndio jana bibi akifanya interview alisema, acha nikakusomea kwanza. KDB alisema, I don't think in Germany Haaland played many games where the other teams are so defensively narrow. Unajua jana Haaland two touches.
Two touches.
Assist ya Gundogan ni ile ya kwanza ball. First thing ni Haaland will find it hard to play in a possession oriented team.
So transition.
Itakuwa ngumu but adapt juu Pep atafind a way ya kumtumia. Then those spaces alikuwa anapata Bundesliga sahi haziko. India atakuwa an experience week in week out for majority of the game. So kitu yenye City nafaa ifanye ni wa cross, make sure ako good on the ball, like wa crossers waache kupass around, wa cross a win hizo balls ama a draw, like arudi nyuma kiasi ama a shoot from 18. Otherwise sidhani atapata zile numbers zenye alikuwa anapata huko Germany.
But tuliona Vana pia ameenda pale akafunga goal nzuri.
Hata nimeona video alikuwa Stamford Bridge.
Leo?
Nimeona video fulani Twitter alikuwa Stamford. Is a Chelsea fan. Leo. Mafans walimuona akampigia makofi.
I've not seen that. Hiyo imenipita.
Nimeona
that was a derby, I think. Because that was a derby, maybe ndio kuja.
Nadhani utaipata.
Okay.
He's getting his confidence. You can see Chelsea yako ana take shots.
From 30 yards mazee akafunga.
Akafunga, so anapata confidence.
Hata Lukaku is scoring.
That 80 seconds to his debut, second debut akafunga.
Yes, Sydney.
Alafu we had said after Chelsea wana relax na kupass ball, like mupata ataka momentum fulani ya attack, unaona hiyo momentum, so badala ya kufinish unapata kuna hold sana, so ile morale na confidence ya player pia inapungua. Then the moment the first attack imekuja, make moves, hujapewa ball, fika 15 minutes 20 minutes 30 minutes, we'll start say let's see half issue. Then the second half you start 60 minutes 75 minutes, you see. So the issue is still we still go back to the midfield. Why are they saying they're not keeping the momentum? Keep the ball moving, keep the ball rolling with the same momentum it started. That's what they're lacking. So you saw Lukaku didn't flop. The issue batting by can say so.
Of course, as we've said that most of our midfielders are reluctant to passing the balls forward. Our strikers, most of the time, they make movement, but midfielders who are hawaoni, I don't know what happens. Might be an instruction from the coach, because most of the time they don't want to make progressive passes, because make progressive pass unapata kuna interception and immediately an opponent and a launch an attack. So I think maybe they are advised to always make sure that how make progressive passes until they are very sure that it will get to a man.
But
so
we have the presence of Koulibaly and Silva. The defense. They should not worry about it, because I saw Koulibaly play very well in Napoli.
See, the problem is that they are not fast enough, especially mtu kama Silva yuko fast. Hapo nyuma ukiangalia, the only person maybe unaweza sema is a bit fast ni, of course Koulibaly is fast, but mtu kama Silva ni kitu nzuri yako nayo ni read the game, and when he's under a lot of pressure he makes a lot of mistakes. Hata you remember kwa pre-season tukicheza against Arsenal, alikuwa under a lot of pressure because the midfield was open, alifungwa mabao mengi sana. So for him, I think if you subject him to a lot of pressure, he succumbs.
Then Mendy, there is something is missing. I don't know what is missing, or it's overconfidence that is the real number one for Chelsea. There's something I'm not getting about this man. Instead of appreciating, he's depreciating to some extent.
He seems to be overconfident. Unajua sema ni vile anacheza na buddies size, anacheza na Silva hapo nyuma na his countryman Dubai. Saizi unaona kama wako bado Senegal.
Alafu anaona sasa hata mi nitaanza tu hizi games ni Chelsea, nimepata ile namba vizuri, namba ni yangu. So like hata kuwa na worry sana vile. That's the same thing affecting the game.
Yeah, let's talk about Man U now. Let's talk about Manchester now. Talk about the game.
No. I just watched the Nottingham game and I say tomorrow Manchester United should call back Dean Anderson. He saved a penalty. That's a nice
he saved a penalty, but the penalty was poor.
However, it was poor. Just imagine it was De Gea.
I don't know, but niliangalia hiyo penalty. Declan Rice, all indications were ataweka on the left hand side na akaweka huko, then it was saved.
Alafu unajua huyu jamaa huwa ana read hiyo penalty sana. Ni ngapi amesave? So some extent save. So he's a nice guy, but akona kiburi, akona English kidogo kwa akili yake. That's what is affecting him.
See, the problem with these players is the same problem that is affecting the likes of Gallagher. Gallagher ameingia, but immediately he's making a lot of mistakes. Wakati they are playing for a big team, there's a lot of pressure. They are supposed to deliver each and every game. That is why unapata they don't have that mentality ya kucheza kwa timu kubwa. Mtu kama Dean Anderson atakuja pale, he plays the first game anacheza vizuri, second game anacheza vizuri, when he's supposed to deliver in big games unapata akifanya mistakes. Because I remember you started with him ile season yenye Ole Gunnar alikuwa I think last season. Mlianza na Dean Anderson, si ndio?
The other season ndio alimalizia. Season
ile season nyingine.
Season ya corona.
No, I think there is a season he started, alianza, at some point ikafika tena De Gea akachukua. Si ni season yenye De Gea lose penalty ya Villarreal ama that senior season, like we expected. I think last season. Ama ni last season but one.
The other season ndio ilifika the second leg ya hiyo season. Dean alikuwa anacheza vizuri kabisa. Na ilitokelezea after De Gea alipata corona, then Dean akacheza against Man City, akapiga Man City 2-0 na hizo masave zote, ndio akapata hiyo confidence. Hiyo alikuwa akapata hiyo confidence yake vizuri, akamchezesha for some time. Yeah, Kenan, you were saying something. Sorry to interrupt you.
I think I beg to demystify that De Gea did something agenda. Last season, De Gea saved 3 back-to-back penalties versus West Ham versus Watford na versus some team. The one didn't handle, sijui alitucost cup gani. I think ilikuwa Carabao ama FA. Hizo pena zenye watu wanasema alishika, hakushika, acha moja tukatoka. I think ilikuwa FA ama something like that. The guy is a good shot stopper. Single-handedly amesaidia Man U, ameitoa mbali. Na in football nature, you see, Fabregas said one thing that I agree with him. Football forgets so fast. Yesterday it was a bad day in office for him.
Yeah, but it was a bad.
As a player, he came out aka ask for interview.
Yeah.
He took an initiative to apologize to his teammates, to the fans, and to his manager. Something the club captain will never. No other player came out.
Yeah.
Alafu kazi moja ya goalkeeper, other than kukua good on the ball, ni ku shot stop.
Yeah.
So the guy is a good shot stopper. The only problem comes when like anafaa kuplay, like our manager anasema we start attack from the back.
From the back, yeah.
Na keeper ndio anafaa anzisha attack. For 11 years, De Gea kazi yake imekuwa goalkeeper kwa line.
Yeah.
Kare yake mzima amekuwa akicheza kwa line, hakuitwa kwa squad ya Spain. So kuna vitu zenye huwezi expect aanze kufanya immediately, you get. So jana like alitucost bao mbili, actually bao tatu. Bao ya kwanza hiyo shot, it was a baby shot. Da Silva ni left footed, akashoot na weak foot akafunga. Then bao ya pili like the instructions za coach ni we should be building from the back. Erikson was pressed. So as the unaona as the coach huwezi coach footballing IQ. Hiyo ndio na make players big. Like kuna vitu zingine huwezi coach kwa player. Huwezi mwambia venye anafaa kukimbia. So De Gea yeye mzima angeona Erikson ako pressed. Nikimpasi ball kuna chances atanyanganywa ni expose. So chenye De Gea angefanya ni angepura mbele. But since alikuwa follow instructions za coach, akapasa hapo karibu, akatuwest. Well, I'm not saying that he's a good, he did good. Now I'm not saying that Hendo is slightly better for modern goalkeeper. But his attitude inamfanya atoke Man U. You honestly, you can't think you are the best. Wezi toa the best. Like unafaa learn from the best. Hendo sa yako 20? 24? Ma 23?
20?
23 ama 24?
24.
Na magolkeeper upik wakiwa 30. Like he has still akona bado career ahead of him.
Alafu kusave Sheffield peke yake anaona ni kama yani he has made it.
Amefanya kitu yenye na deserve kutoa De Gea number 1, unaona? So I think his attitude, like he's out there to prove that United made a mistake.
But I told you the same thing. He's a British.
In as much as you made a mistake to let him go, I think you should humble yourself. Play to earn that position. Alafu coach akuongea na yeye. Alienda hata bila coach kuongea na yeye. Juu coach angemwongelesha, coach angemwambia baki. Juu sasa hatuna backup goalkeeper. Tuko na Heaton mwenye ako sijui 45. So De Gea kiumia will suffer. Yeah, so hiyo stuff ya Hendo, I think okay. Personally neza taka arudi, but arudi ka backup goalkeeper juu. Kwa unataka kuboost morale ya player, si ati ana make mistake na mdrop immediately, unaona? The guy has been allowed, so we should never like question his ability. Amekuwa akitu save games single-handedly. So jana tulikuwa bad day kwa office na aliaccept makosa na we move on. So sai coach ndiye amshow kama umeona player mwenye unataka kupass ako press, wewe pura ball tu. With time atalan. Unaona nani Ederson na Alisson? The first seasons zao they had so much errors leading to goal because they were trying to learn a new system. So I had expected this. Kuna podcast yenye nilikuwa nikasema I think we will concede more than 6 goals that could try to build from the back. So hii ni kitu nilikuwa nimeona. So this won't be the last goal that we are pressed tukafungwa. Kuna zingine bado zitakuja.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what the gear.
So the third goal, people are saying Lisandro Martinez is a very short guy. Of course, I got the sentiment from Sydney. So let me get something as you talk about it. I'm getting something. I'm coming.
Okay, sawa. Bao ya tatu De Gea angechukua ball.
Sana bana.
Like De Gea amezoea kuwa kwa line ama uliona aje?
De Gea, okay, it was a bad day in office kwake kabisa. Yani kila kitu ilikataa kwake. Everything
ilikuwa enda drama.
Alafu yeye ni mse akisha tense ni hivyo. Everything is done.
Yeah, exactly.
Akisha tense ni hivyo. Hawezi pick up baadaye asema okay, I've made the first error, let me improve in the second error. No. Hata hiyo yenye alipasia hapo karibu na hapo kwa Eriksen. Yes, on a normal day ungempata amepasia, angepeana
angefunga.
But because alikuwa anaona for real nimefanya makosa ya kwanza, so sijui like hiyo pressure, if I will shoot wrong takasirikiwa na coach, that's another thing. Daniela, then whatever is I said also is that our good marriage Maguire of ball like anaweza anzisha ndege amaanzisha vizuri, inafika hapo midfield mpira imepotea tena window, hata haja settle kidogo asha window. No, that's another thing. Like I think he's losing hope to do it again. Yeah.
Of course.
Ama your point of view?
Like me na criticize the guy ni time ya set piece atokangi ball, atokangi kwa line, like aendangi kupunch. Unajua goalkeeper uko na advantage, unaweza tumia mikono, so anafaa atokangi apunch hizo ball, na goalkeeper nakuanga na benefit of doubt, ataka kikugusa wanguke, hiyo ni foul, unakuanga na upper hand. So De Gea kuna balls zenye anafaa atoke azipunch. Then on the Martinez issue, yesterday I watched the interview na coach wa Brentford. Alisema they never practice until they exploit G Martinez. That's their gameplay. Toka championship wamekuwa wakicheza long balls. Juu wao ni small team, they sit back but wanaacha tu people huko mbele, Mbwemo na Tony. So wakipata ball hapo ndio wana target. Juu Tony anajonga ku like venye ana handle my defenders, ana get ahead of them na ana win your ball. Ana winning hizo balls more.
Ni another to some extent. Ni kama to some extent pia. Yani wako
physical, aggressive na wanatumia high nini. Like hiyo ndio system yao. So it works. Alafu hiyo nini ya Martinez jana like unaona, in as much as you are a good player, then weke kwa system ya bad player, you automatically become a bad player. Unaona? So Maguire haku compliment Martinez. So I'm not saying Martinez is a bad defender, but in the Premier League nadhani anafaa kuwa like akwe try kucheza CDM ama acheze zenye oppositions tuna face, acheze game kaya Chelsea. Sidhani Chelsea wako na aerial threat huko mbele, like Sterling ni mfupi, Mount ni mfupi, maybe
the only threat is Kai Havertz.
So ndio nasema achezanga kwa timu kama hizo zenye azitegemei long balls na zenye hazina physical attackers. But the real United, I think hapo ndio tunaenda next, ndio?
Yes, United.
The real United I don't think we were ready for this season.
You don't think you are ready for the season? What is the real problem? Because tunaangalia, you guys, I don't understand. We've had managers, you've had Mourinho, LPG, Ralph. What is the real problem? Because I don't think the problem is the manager.
Exactly.
You people say the problem is the ownership.
The ownership, the players. You see, nianze kwa Ralph, when we lost 4-0 to Liverpool, Ralph said this. After making my own assessment, I think United need to sign 8 to 10 players.
Yeah, they need an open surgery.
Alafu Ralph always exposed the board. Hakuwahi watetea. Alikuwa no expose. But what did they do to him? Wakamfuta kazi.
Or did they sack him? Or he decided to leave?
They sacked him.
They
Okay.
sacked him, but internally, not it was
Yeah.
not exposed.
Ile yenye
So
unalipa
Ralph
clause
had
ya
to look at for si alikuwa amepata
unaona
clause ya consultancy, but sasa ikafika hiyo point venye alipata ile kazi ya Austria, things had worked bitter, things had turned sour, so he had to look for, I can say, a locum for Austria. So issue na ndio wakakata kabisa, sasa aende kabisa sasa, until hawakutaka wakutana na Ten Hag kabisa. They just met over a phone call.
So I think the problem of Manchester United is the ownership.
Tunaanzia ownership kwanza. They are taking money. Unaona, when other owners are giving money to the club, they are taking money out of the club. You see, kuna only 4 clubs in the world zenye ziko debt free sahi. PSG, Man City, Chelsea na Leicester. That's good ownership. Then hao wengine wenye wako na deni, coach ana ask for player anakuwa delivered. Sisi for 5 seasons, 5, we've been crying for a central midfielder. Hadi sahi hatuja sign. Tumeachilia players 8 wameenda, hatuja replace. Then I think in a way Erik ten Hag ako arrogant. Now we are paying for his arrogance. When a coach like Ralph makes an assessment, I don't think you can change it. Yeye ndio mwanzilishi wa modern football, so he knows what is missing in the team. Sioni venye Erik ten Hag alikuwa na expect to get miracle with a midfield of Fred and McTominay yenye haja work for the past 3 seasons. We've been close to winning FA, Carabao, Europa, even the Premier League to finish second. But since we had players who could not get us over the line, hatukushinda kitu. Then I don't know why Ten Hag aja pressure board impe players mwenye tuna miss, like players wenye watacheza kwa system yake. Yeye ana need heavy metal,
I think
like technical players wenye wako good on the ball. But sisi players wenye tuko nao ni players wako good on counter attacks. So bado tuko na mentality ya Oli. Unaona? Ndio maana when Pep
Sydney was saying something.
Jana kwa press venye nilisomea jana kwa press, he said I think he needs the team needs some players and he will try his much best to convince them. There was that point
so nasema atungeingia hii season bila central midfielder. Unaona? That's the key area we are lacking, someone who can link the ball between their defense and their attack. Mtu mwenye ako press resistant, someone who can pass, someone who can dictate the tempo, like someone mwenye ako good on the ball, not Fred and McTominay. We've lost all games. Pogba wasn't giving it. Unaona? Like
Pogba
players
on resistance, good on the ball.
Players are not giving their all, unaona? Jana fans were singing you are not fit to wear this shirt. Players unaona off possession. Tulikuwa outrun by Brentford. So hizo kilometers umeona jana Brentford walikimbia 13 more kilometers than United. So leo players hawajapewa off. Nimeona Ten Hag amewameka wakakimbia hizo 13 kilometers zenye jana Brentford ilitushinda. Like those players off possession are so weak. So like unaweza chenga tu, you can walk your way through. Hakuna tactical foul. Hakuna player mwenye anajitolea like kukimbia. Tunatembea tu kwa uwanja. Like wow, bora tu alipwe. So I think we need to add more players. If we add one quality player, aingie kwa hiyo system, atakuwa infected by the others. Then after 2 weeks, aanze kucheza kaa wao bad. So we need the board to act fast. You can't sell players without buying players. So we need the board to our backup manager wampe players wenye anataka, ndio akifail we blame the manager. You see, hakuna manager mwenye amepewa players anataka, tunaendea tu alternatives.
How can you justify that? How can you say that the managers have not been given the player that they want? They have not laid out what they want, because now we already know that Ten Hag anataka De Jong mwenyewe hataki kuja Manchester United. Do you think the club has already done his part?
You see, a coach kwanza, before useme players unataka, you state the way you want to play.
Yeah.
If I want to play pragmatically like Spurs, I'd go for more defensive oriented players. But if I want to possess the game like Man City, I'll go for players who are good on the ball, players who can make a pass, players who can succumb to. You see, technical. That's what Ten Hag stated when he came to United. He said, "This is how I want to play, and these are the players I need." Akaambiwa ni sawa, akapewa 120 million ya kusign players. So player mwenye ana target hajampata. As a team, we have scouts. Our scouts wanaweza angalia venye coach anataka kucheza. Then wanaweza tumwa waka scout other players who can fit in the system that the coach wants. We have not done that. You see, atujapata. Unaona, when a target we miss a target, there's always an alternative who's close to the target. Hata huyo atujaendea, sisi tunaendea players mwenye ni cheap, ndio board wa save pesa, alafu players mwenye ako high wages akuje kusumbua team. So manager hajakuwa backed fully, like hapati the top 2 targets. Sema kama anataka, kama kupati, kama sahi Ten Hag anataka a left footed right winger. Akasema kama hatuwezi pata Antony juu wanaomba 100 million, let me go for ZH. Chelsea are willing to sell for 10 million. United hawaja offer that. Unaona? Watamwambia tuko na Sancho, go work with him, we have Elanga. You see? So the board is not backing the manager fully. That's why they're taking the stick, because if you're not backing the manager, you need to face the blame. Yes, Sydney.
Okay, I had a point from the point you said you wanted Antony.
Project your voice, please.
Okay. Are you hearing me? So
yes.
I was just touched by the word you said. You wanted Antony, and they said use Sancho. Also, you've seen reports of Martial also. He wanted Nunes from the first point. Nunes went to Liverpool. Reports of Ronaldo starts to leave, wanting to leave. The board is still silent. They just went to a board meeting and told him, don't let Martial to go. You see? Okay, that's on Ten Hag. Let's go back straight to Ole Gunnar. Ole Gunnar started singing of Koulibaly. They brought him Maguire and Wan-Bissaka. He sang of Sancho from another season. They brought him Van de Beek. See? Yeah. So there have been like, that's why there is a contract that Ten Hag had to sign, that if you sign a player without my consent, there is something going to him. See, if there is an issue, like he's the one to give out the go on to sign a player. Yeah. So
you see what Ten Hag did.
Continue.
when Klopp came to Liverpool, he asked for total control. He said, "You, the team, you can make decisions concerning your club. I have no problem, but footballing decisions, they'll be made by me. Because if you want me to deliver, I can't deliver with players you want. I'll deliver with players I want. Players who will fit my system." He has given a good example. For Ole, we scout Koulibaly na Hakimi. Hiyo time Hakimi alikuwa from Real Madrid. But at the end of the day, we settled for English players, Maguire and Bissaka and Daniel James. Then we scouted Sancho akuja acheze right wing. Ole was told, no, we have Greenwood and Rashford. We sent Sancho a season later, akakuja akacheza left wing. Ole wanted Haaland and Bellingham. Bellingham akaambiwa akikuja atacheza under 17. Akaenda Bayern, Borussia, where he was promised football. Then Haaland pia akaambiwa you'll prove your worth. Mani akakataa kuweka release clause. Akaenda Borussia kwenye lekewa release clause. So I think the board have employed people on the recruitment team have been making worst decisions ever. That's why we have used 1 billion, but it can't be accounted for. Juoni chenye tumefanyia 1 billion since Fergie left. That's why we'll continue on sacking managers. Juu tuna make the same problems zenye tumekuwa tukimake before. What Manu board does ni, Louis van Gaal said we are a commercial club because we send players to make profits. Unaona?
Yeah.
Ronaldo ana insist abaki not because of footballing abilities, because he's the brand.
Yeah.
People United because of Ronaldo. Teams zinataka kupatana na United juu Ronaldo is there. Unaona? So they are getting more profits. What Ralph wanted ni, I'm going for players who will fit the system of the way I want United to play. And these players, they'll not have names. So players tulikuwa tuna target team ya Ralph ni Nunes, wenye watu wengi wako wanajua, Nkunku, Mkiele, Upamecano, Lemar, CDM na Tielemans. But coach board inataka kusign a big name player mwenye atakuja auze shati wapate hizo doza zenye wametumia. So hapo ndio sasa shida inaanzia.
Okay, Sydney. So mtu kama Maguire, mtu kama Sancho, mtu kama Varane, nafikiria hakuwa priority ya coach.
Hawakuwa priority
kwa coach. Haikuwa kwa coach kabisa. Mwaso Van de Beek. Example ni Van de Beek.
Van de Beek alikuwa anataka Grealish.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Grealish alikuwa valued at 80 million. Board ikaendea Van de Beek mwenye alikuwa cheaper option 30 million. Wakasema unaona Van de Beek aje adapt to the Premier League yet. Aje adapt na njia Man U inacheza. Yeye alikuwa kwa timu yenyewe inacheza possession based football, one touch and move. Man U sasa tunacheza counter. Hatuna defined style of play. So that's why Van de Beek is finding it hard to adapt to the team. Ndio maana Ten Hag anataka players wenye already wanajua system yake wakuje wafunze wengine. Ndio aendelee ku offload wengine, by the time seasons zimefika 2 ama 3 tutakuwa tumeidentify style of play. So that's why it's important to give the coach the players he wants.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's talk about Liverpool tomorrow. So, Man U unajua shida zake ni nyingi for now. We cannot exhaust everything about United. Let's talk about Liverpool tomorrow. They're playing against Crystal Palace. What do you expect from them tomorrow, Sydney?
Okay, remembering that Liverpool will be playing next with Manchester United, I will predict that Liverpool will play a better team tomorrow also. Then they're trying to make Darwin Nunes get into the play. So to some extent, I'll see him start playing. Then they will have a good result. Crystal Palace is you've seen the recent Crystal Palace. They're turning to Real Madrid. All are black players. You see. So
okay, they are all black players.
They are going black players. So even if you've seen the Real Madrid system again, they are almost black all. Yeah. So leave the racism away, but yes, Crystal Palace will hold. They will hold. But as long as they will release. You remember the game I said with Arsenal? I said Arsenal will win, but from a very good struggle.
It's going to be a narrow win.
So, a narrow win. Also for Liverpool, it's the same. They want to get like just serving tea and bread. No.
So what do you expect from Liverpool?
Acha nianzie kwanza Palace. Palace, they are trying to build something. Previously, they sit back, then contain, then hit you on counters. But what Vieira is trying to introduce to the team, you can pass the ball, you can go toe to toe with these big boys. But the only problem with Palace still, they have Zaha. So like wana tend to make kila kitu ipitie kwake.
Wana over-rely on Zaha sana.
On Zaha, exactly. So that's why games zenye zangi wana suffer. Sahi wako good, like unaweza ona chenye wana try kufanya. Wamecheza pamoja wakajuana na unaweza ona chenye wana try kufanya. On Liverpool side, they have a couple of injuries. I think Matip alikuwa injured sijui jana majuzi.
Matip is injured. I think they will wako na nani? Wako na Gomez. Gomez is still there.
Gomez na Konate.
Konate.
Yeah, so but Matip na Van Dijk wako na defensive partnership ingine moto.
Yeah, sure.
In as much as Konate is a good player, yeye na Van Dijk games zenye wamecheza mingi ukiona wamefungwa. Keep clean sheet.
Okay.
They don't complement each other.
Most of the time alikuwa Champions League.
Ati?
Most of the time alikuwa akimpatia games za Champions League. Klopp
alikuwa anampea Champions League. Alafu you see the a good player in midfield, Thiago. So I think akunje sijui for how long.
That guy cannot keep fit, bana. He can't keep fit. Shida yake nini? He's never been fit.
So now they are trying to integrate Darwin Nunes to the team.
Yeah.
I think tomorrow they'll win because wako Anfield.
Yeah. That is another factor.
It's hard for teams to get away with that result.
Yeah. So they're guaranteed over.
Yeah. Tomorrow I'm sure they're winning.
Yeah.
Sioni Palace wakiwa challenge kwao sana. Though they'll come out and play good football, but I don't think they'll be a challenge to them.
Okay. So let's finish about what do you think about the 5 subs? Sioni kama teams zinazitumia vizuri because yesterday I saw Manchester City they rarely make the 5 subs.
Makocha walikuwa wanalia about fitness ya players wanacheza game mingi, we need more subs, then the subs are rare. Makocha watumia, I think wataki kuharibu rhythm ya game. Na pia wanataka hao players wenye wako wasi off the game, so ndio maana makocha wengi hawatumii hiyo chance. But I think it's a good thing.
Okay.
Yes, Sydney.
From that point that the 5 subs equals well, but considering now it's just one league, Premier League right now, I'm just seeing in the point that like January there will be Champions League here for the big four, then there'll be FA, some sort of
Ngeza sauti kidogo.
Hello, I hope
Yes.
you're getting me now.
Yeah.
I've said
Yes.
the 5 sub will be useful mostly in the second leg, where you'll have a team is playing 2 to 3 leagues combined. But now you're seeing they have just come from a holiday. They're just on game week 2. Then the new signings have not adapted to the new system of what they play. So you won't expect a player to be playing to 60th minute, they change. Another one comes at the 68 minutes, we change. So that rhythm of the game also will try to change. Because a new player, when it comes to the field, is always a new, I can say a new philosophy or a new play to introduce the game. So right now you won't see it playing the same, but unless when we are trying to reach to the World Cup, you may see most of them will be used. But you observe this, I can say the average teams will be using it so much because they know at the end of the season or towards the end of the season that it will be benefiting the big six. They have invested more than the small teams. I can say in that perspective. So right now you'll observe from the small teams, but towards the end or to the second leg, you'll see the big teams using it.
Okay. Special mention to Tottenham ilikuwa Nottingham Forest na West Ham. West Ham walijaribu kila kitu but they didn't score. Goalkeeper, of course you've given credit to Anderson, alijaribu kuokoa leo. What do you say about Nottingham Forest?
They have signed 13 players.
Yeah.
Naona amesign Emmanuel Dennis.
Oh, ule jamaa Watford.
Yeah.
Mope anaingia huko medical pia.
Wow. Hey.
Alafu ana sign Hassam Owa from Lyon, I think.
From Lyon, yeah. Mwenye amekuwa akifuatiliwa na Arsenal for the longest.
So watafika 15 players.
Wow.
I think they'll be relegated this season.
Yeah.
But up there fighting for 14-15 players. 14-15. Kama tu Brentford last season.
I think they will be playing to survive relegation this season.
Exactly.
But next season, when they will, I think they will also sell players. You see, that may affect them. But if they don't sell, they will maintain the Premier League like the Wolves.
But a player like Brennan Johnson,
Yeah.
I saw United and Chelsea are
Sorry?
a good kid. Brennan Johnson.
Okay. Anacheza club gani hiyo? I don't know him. I've not
Nottingham
heard of him.
Forest. Nottingham
he plays
Forest. Hapo
Okay.
21 ni wanataka. Alafu sahi before we finish, I've seen Chelsea have submitted 40 million for Gordon.
Gordon, Everton player.
Yeah.
Not sure, but we have so many kids playing the same position. I don't know why they're investing so much on the kids. Tuko na watoto wengi, tuko na kina Havivel. Tuko na kina there's a guy called anaitwa Spoons, there's some name there. Smith Spoon. Kuna jamaa tuko nao hapo wengi sana. I don't know why we're investing so much on this kid.
Okay,
Then yes.
If you've seen Chelsea to some extent, there was a season that they were buying players to make them go on loan, or like I'm saying, they're making a prior or what? They're making investment for the future. So you'll find Gordon will come January, he may go out on loan, or if he will atabaki, utapata huyu jamaa anarudi Norwich yake. Huyu jamaa anaitwa nani? Huyu jamaa Scotland anarudi Norwich.
Gilmore.
Huyo jamaa Bonoko bana, mimi simpendi kabisa huyo. Billy Gilmore.
Huyo Gilmore. Ni McTominay mwingine tu, sio?
No, he's overrated. The only Scottish player na muheshimu pale midfield I think ni McGinn, an Aston Villa player. Au midfielders wengine wote ni Bonoko. There is hakuna watu hapo.
Hakuna watu hapo
McGinn.
by the way.
Yeah.
So you've seen
Ilikuwa ni hype tu.
So Chelsea wanamsign unakumbuka issue na Pulisic venye ilianzanga, alitoka Dortmund akaenda loan kwanza. You remember that situation? So I think that away from football they're trying to make business.
Okay, let's talk about Fofana yesterday. By the way, kitu nimesahau. Fofana vile alifanya na Martinelli, is he worth more than 80 million pounds?
No. To me, no.
Yeah.
Considering yesterday. But considering inconsistency is overrated. The price is overpriced. He has been overpriced.
His head is gone now. He's not ready to play for Leicester again. He's not willing.
He's somehow communicating something.
Yeah.
When a team like Chelsea comes for you, I don't think mentally utakuwa kwa timu yako hadi transfer ifungwe.
Yeah.
You see a guy like Kunde last season he was forcing the move, but Sevilla blocked it.
Yeah.
As much as he's a big player, I don't think he's worth 80 million.
Yeah.
Considering the fact that he's coming back from a long-term injury.
Yeah, he's coming back from a long-term injury.
Yeah, so I think it will be a huge gamble if Chelsea were to pay 8 million for him. Anaweza kuwa Maguire mwingine.
Anaweza kuwa Maguire bana. Hata mimi ndo nashangaa.
Leicester are trying to overprice him because bado ako na miaka 5 kwa contract yake. Then they know Chelsea are desperately looking for a center back.
Yeah.
So they want to get as much profit as they can because they have not signed any player in the transfer window.
Yeah.
Alafu watumie maybe to sign some 1 or 2 Premier League lower team players.
Defenders. They had Soyuncu. Soyuncu bado yuko?
Bado yuko, but ako
injury.
Oh, an injury. Na John Evans. They have John Evans.
Evans, I think he played jana.
Okay, now anachezesha ule anaitwa Amati.
Amati is not a good defender. I don't know why they don't play Vestergaard.
Converted him to be a defender now. He used to be a midfielder.
I don't know why they don't play Vestergaard.
Yeah, they also have Baines. I think Baines can also be a central defender. Is it Baines? Alikuwa anadhani yule jamaa kutoka Southampton.
Vestergaard.
No. They have another one. They have a left back who used to play for Chelsea before. Who played in a Champions League final in 2012.
Anaitwa
Brent do something. Bertrand. Yeah. They bought him. I think he can also be converted to be a central defender.
They have even Ricardo Pereira.
Oh, Ricardo, yeah. Huyo pia si ni right back.
But anacheza ka nani James.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So, as we finish, so far, ni game gani imekufurahisha? Which is your best match you've watched so far?
Spurs versus Chelsea.
Spurs versus Chelsea. Sydney.
What yenda hadi 120 extra time. Beautiful game. That peak derby. Achana hizi vitu za Man City versus Liverpool. Sijui Arsenal versus what? Spurs versus Chelsea was the game.
Blood, sweat and blood. Blood, sweat and what? And sweat.
Entertainment. Blood, sweat and yeah. It was a really good game.
Yeah.
I think sisi kama neutrals enjoy more than the fans. The fans walikuwa on the edge. Chelsea fans thought they have it until the last minute.
Yeah, especially towards the end of the game tulikuwa tunataka ishe tu maze.
ilikuwa good game nyingine.
Sydney, your best game of the season so far?
So far, I could say the today's game for this week. I can say the Tottenham versus Chelsea. For the game week 1, I could say the West Ham Man City. I just enjoyed something in the team also. However, I'm not a fan of either of the team, but I just got something very nice in the team. They were playing. West Ham played their best. Man City played their best, but West Ham were unlucky. What I saw. Yeah.
Okay, guys, thank you so much. Today mmekuja mazee, at least tumeongea kuhusu United. Jana watu walipotea, but now naona watu wamerudi.
Sawa. Kesho tukingoja Liverpool tutaongelea historia ama namna gani na huyu. Haya sasa. Haya.
Yeah, we'll have some banter kidogo, talk about it, because we have nothing to lose. If you're going to suffer, we'll suffer, all of us.
Yes.
We have nothing to lose. The only thing we need is peace.
Yeah.
And we continue doing our stuff. See, tunapenda ball. That is what we enjoy. This is where we invest our feelings.
Mwenye atashinda atakuwa kiongozi wetu for the next 5 years.
For the next 5 years.
In the next 5 years, our teams zinaweza kuwa zimepanda ama zimeshuka, so hapo ndio feelings zetu ziko sasa.
Hapo ndio feelings zetu zinakuaga.
Swali yangu ni when do you predict Manchester United itaamka? When do you predict? By the look of things, unaona wanaamkia wapi?
Next season.
I think Manchester United I still feel they can at some point this season. They I think they will start maybe after 8 games. They'll find a rhythm because I think wakiondoa, if they get wakileta ndani their best players, mtu kama Marshall maybe, because tuliona kwa pre-season they were playing well. I think it was not a coincidence that walikuwa wanacheza vizuri. They had integrated well, but now kiangalia hiyo system walikuwa wakicheza nayo, mtu kama Marshall alitoka hapo mbele, so naona kama Marshall akirudi maybe things are going to be better. But now,
do you think Ronaldo to survive?
Ronaldo, with the attitude that he has, I don't think he's going to survive. If the manager has the balls, sidhani kama atamweka kwa hiyo club. I don't think he's going to give him the chances that we see him anampatia sahi. I don't think atampatia so many chances. Marshall akirudi, na kama Marshall ataperform venye alikuwa akiperform kwa pre-season, I think atarudi, atacheza na ile timu alikuwa akicheza nayo. It is going to take some time, because we know, hata tunaangalia, when you remember when Tuchel came, of course yeye yake ilishika mara moja, but kulikuja kuanza kuwa na cracks afterwards. Unaona vile so many players were complaining about the system.
Sama ametoka bwana, ni kama hiyo imeisha hivyo.
I think tutaongea lini Wednesday.
Tutaongea amerudi nje huyo.
Sorry. I was saying mtu kama Ziyech ilibidi sacrifice. So many wingers were supposed to be sacrificing for their position. So the way you play, you need to sacrifice some of the players that you have. Mtu kama Bisaka sahi, you don't have to play with him because anataka attacking wing, attacking fullbacks. So I think with time, you guys, the only thing you need is just to win one game. A big club, after winning one game, confidence comes in, because you have players there who have experience. Mtu kama Varane, maybe mtu kama De Gea has an experience. Such players, mtu kama Maguire, in as much as you criticize him, he has that experience. You just need to win one game. After winning one game, the confidence comes in. Then you will continue. I don't think you will suffer so much, because the only thing I'm seeing with the team is kuna a little bit of disharmony, because ukiangalia mtu kama leading by example, mtu kama De Gea jana aliomba interview kuja ku apologize for kwa fans. That is what you need from the players. Mtu akifanya makosa, at least anajaribu ku apologize to the fans. na kuonyesha that it was his responsibility. At least ana release pressure from other players. Si ile story ya Maguire anakujaga anaanza kusema that we did not do enough. Na anajua yeye mwenyewe ndo amefanya makosa. He need to own those responsibilities and mistakes that anafanya. So we need such kind of players watoke. You see, pile yenye tulikuwa nayo Chelsea, and that is something that I think you've lost. Mtu kama Rudiger alikuwa kifanya makosa ama timu imefanya makosa, he goes to the fans na ana apologize. In fact, kwa field anaenda na apologize, anaambia something that saizi hatuna. As Azpilicueta unampata amefanya mistake, he doesn't come out to say. He is not bold enough. So we need such kind of players, such kind of leadership, ndio at least team iweze kuimprove. So I think you'll come good. This is just a crisis, and you'll come out of the crisis, because a big team like Manchester United, at some point they will find that confidence. Now wakipata rhythm, they're going to go on a winning streak, maybe a run of 5 games or 3 games. Just as Arsenal walianza last season, they had a very poor team, but after wali find rhythm, waliamka na wakaishia. So I think you will find some momentum. Maybe after 8 games.
I think to boost sana ni if at all we sign people before the Liverpool game.
Yeah.
Then say tukiangalia table, only 2 teams have 100% win record.
Yeah, Arsenal and City.
Yeah, so results wise, team hazijenda mbali sana.
Yeah,
so
you're not very sure.
To pay a boost in confidence. But this is lowering my expectations. I'm expecting nothing.
Yeah.
But expectations size ziko chini kabisa. Ziko chini kabisa.
So don't worry, your team will come up, bana. Msijali is going to be good. Manchester United is a big club. You have characters there, you have good players. What would come and they will do good. The only problem I see is the midfield. I don't know how you're going to figure out about the midfield. The midfield is a bit complicated. Because you remember Kenan, nilikwambia, the first game, I thought Ten Hag atafanya the same thing alifanya jana. Alichezesha wase wote watatu, Fred, Erikson na Bruno Fernandes. So that is what I thought, because I know him from Ajax. Yeye anapenda play na offensive players. And I thought mtu kama Erikson alilemewa game, but until alianza kusonga deep, that is when alianza kumake progress kwa game, yeah.
So I think
in the midfield you need to figure out how you're going to do it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah. You can as well introduce Iqbal, Zinedine Iqbal, akuja wasaidia hapo bana.
When nilimwona preseason is a good kid. I think we should try him.
Try him, because we need people with wako na commitment kidogo, because niliangalia are not interested. Yeah.
So it was a good show. Acha nene nimalizie game ya Real Madrid.
Okay.
Naona our kid, kuna mtoto tuli-release last season. Anaitwa Ramazani. Ndio amefunga Real Madrid.
Oh, Real Madrid.
Almeria.
Okay.
Wako 1-1 dakika 70.
Wow.
So acha nimalizie game alafu tutaongea next time.
Okay, thanks man. Thanks for coming.
Asante sana, tutaendelea kuimprove hii show bwana. Sawa?
Yeah, poa. Nashukuru man. Thanks for coming.
Ukifika kwa ile group unasema tu suggestions fulani hivi na hivi. Then you aim, we market it internationally, like. Sijasema tu kuongea Kiswahili ni
mbaya. Yeah, exactly. There's so many things. I think if you find time, kama mnaweza kuwa find time maybe every day. Every day we can have a session of 30 minutes talking about even football of the past. Tunaongelea mambo ya kitambo, talk about some of the World Cups zilikubamba, because hatuwezi kukosa topics za kuongelea. We can talk. Football is sweet, man. There are so many things we can talk about.
Hakuna kitu
Football is a religion.
Yeah?
We can
Football is a
even be
religion.
talking about the World Cup that is coming.
Yeah.
So kuna tu vitu mingi za kuangalia, tutaplan with time.
Yeah, and if you have an opinion that you have, stand by it. It's good to have a different opinion from your friend. At least sasa ndio show inakuwa vizuri. If you believe Marshall is the answer and you are a Manchester United fan, the other one believes that Marshall is trash, mko na uhuru wa kusema. You don't have to agree with everybody that supports your team. Like mimi niko na problem na watu wana believe that Kante is good enough for Chelsea. I think he's not good enough. His pass is best. Me, I think he's washed.
He's old.
Yeah, he's old now. So thank you guys.
Sawa poa. Asante.
Poa
See you
sana.
tomorrow. Okay, thanks, man.
Bye.